today we are talking about hair color and understanding, took back from me, understanding whenever you're coloring gray or stubborn hair. This is a topic that I know you guys always ask me about, especially for my silver hair queens. So that's something that I'm just kind of going to dabble on as I apply her color. It was the perfect opportunity for us to be able to do this today. I'm going to actually give you a different mask, okay?
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to have you take that one off for me.
I was going to ask you.
So we're going to apply a different mask for her. This mask is a strapless mask, and it's temporary. Come back for me. Can you breathe?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Okay, so let me bring you guys closer so you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna just tilt down my camera. I won't be able to see your questions right away, but you guys can get a better view of what I see. So, my silver hair or salt and pepper queens. This is a common issue. And we're gonna say, I'm gonna tell what you did, if that's okay. Okay, so she had to wait for her appointment. So of course, not everybody wants this beautiful silver. So she decided that she wanted to color it at home using a demi color. Typically, if you don't know which color is best, this can sometimes happen. I do this at home. Everybody does this at home. We miss spots. It might be too light. That could have also been a factor. It might not have processed long enough, that kind of stuff. So this is why I really stress, like, of course, if you have to do it at home, great. I don't recommend doing anything over a semi or demi at home because you run the risk of overprocessing your hair, which she did not. She did nothing wrong whatsoever. But we decided that we're going to go back through and we're going to recolor these beautiful roots here into this beautiful brown color that she has. So, of course, you have to do whatever you have to do, because guess what? My appointments are so spaced out. It's sometimes very complicated, but we have a fix for that because I'm not accepting any new clients for quite some time from now. So this is definitely going to be easier for my clients to get in who are already a current client, unless I have openings for new clients. So my clients will be able to see me more often, which will be a lot easier for them. All right, so we're going to go through and we're going to do her color, and then we'll go from there. Let me put you guys up here. All right. So let me ask you in the meantime, did the color come in a box?
Yes.
Okay. Did you get it at like a CVS or Winn-Dixie or whoever?
No, not a box. It came Sally's.
Sally. So you had to mix
the,
two parts.
The Wella thingy.
Okay, so you had to mix part A and part B for it to work.
Yeah.
Okay, so a demi color is categorized basically, it can be demi or permanent. Demi color requires a part A and a part B for the color to actually work. A semi-permanent color is when you just have the color straight from the bottle right onto the hair. That depicts if it's a semi versus a demi or permanent. Demi and permanent can also almost seem the same. Permanent color is anything that has a 10, 20, 30, or 40 volume. A lot of times those box colors those are typically permanent colors. Now there are demi colors that are on the shelf that come in a bottle and it will require you to mix a part A and a part B. Those are considered demi-permanent, meaning they deposit only, they do not lift. Whereas a permanent color will lift and deposit at the same time. So that is how you know the difference between your hair colors. If your hair color has a number on the bottle that says 10, 20, 30, 40 volume, that is a permanent color. So I definitely stress being careful with what you use on your hair. If you do not understand hair color, I can't express this enough. Do not do your color at home because what you run the risk of is overprocessing. When we do hair color, typically you're doing a retouch unless you are doing something where you're changing the color in its entirety, and that's when we'd be using a permanent color. But for her today, I'm actually doing a demi-permanent color. The application does not change. This is why I say professional, professional, professional. But here's the thing, not all professionals are professional either. So not all professionals will use a bowling brush when they're doing your color. They can also use a squeeze bottle too, so let me not exclude that. But not all professionals will use a bowling brush when they're applying your color. And that's very important. You do want to make sure that you are saturating your roots really, really well, and that you are not doing wide partings when you're applying your color. Typically, when I apply color for my silver clients, the front is the most important. The front is also the most stubborn. So that is where I will apply the color first. I like to start in the crown because the crown is also a very stubborn area, and also on the hairline. That's another very stubborn area. I'm sorry if you guys hear me sniffling. It's allergy season in Florida, and it is not my best friend. I get nice and puffy around this time of year. And this year it seems like it's going to be even worse. And you know, it's a crime to sneeze or cough. So, whew.
That's right.
Turn this, I'm going to turn the color. There you go. So you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Now for her shampoo, I'm going to use our Afri Goddess shampoo and conditioner on her. She is relaxed, but the crazy part is her hair is actually very trained. So we don't have to do a relaxer as often. We haven't done a relaxer for the last couple of appointments, actually. And her roots are still nice and straight. Her hair grows out really nicely. So I'm a firm believer, if a relaxer is not needed, I am not going to offer it. Because it's not everybody that has to be done in a relaxer schedule. It's really when the hair needs it. And if you have a cuticle that grows a certain way, typically you don't relax as much. But not every stylist is as honest. All right, so what I'm doing is just going through and saturating her roots. I'm not touching any of her previously colored hair. I usually wait until the very end, like the last maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And then at that point, I'll pull it through. Or after I do all of the application, then I'll kind of comb it through if need be. All right. So you guys can see, one thing about silver gray, it loves to hide. So if you don't saturate it well enough, you'll rinse your hair and know that you still have silver spots or silver patches in different places. So just be mindful of that whenever you're doing any type of root touch-up. That's very important. Let's see here. And then I did put a little bit of base or protectant around her hairline, especially with my clients with a lighter skin tone. When you're using darker colors, they will sometimes stain. So you want to make sure that you put some type of protectant there, but you also have to keep in mind sometimes your hairs grow so far out that you have to pull that color out there. So it will fade if there is any staining, but that actually happens a lot, especially with my clients who have a lighter skin tone, because everything shows as soon as the color processes. For how long does she need to wait for a next appointment to do her roots again? It's really when they grow out. So this is another reason why I like to use demi colors on my clients with silver hair. It's kind of like it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing. So if you're relaxed and I have to retouch your roots, typically you want to make sure that you're not overlapping on the relaxed hair, because relaxer and colors that have any sort or form of peroxide typically are not the best when it comes on to relaxer, right? Demi colors, even though it says no lift, they still have a very, very, very low level of peroxide. And I'm literally talking like 1% or less, sometimes like 1.3%. So you do still want to keep in mind to take absolute care when you're doing your retouch, especially if you know you want to do a relaxer. If we are going to relax, we do that first. And then, like I said, for the touch-up time, it really just depends on the disrespectfulness of your silver hair. when it thinks that it wants to show its face. And silver, it doesn't fade, it grows. So we can't stop it from growing. We can only keep doing this process and just doing it over and over and over again. There's no way to stop gray. There's no way to slow it down. That is a color that grows. That's not a color that fades in. So whenever you say, oh man, my grays keep coming back. Yeah, because your hair is growing. That comes with it. All right. So what I'm also noticing, and this is very common as well, there is a little bit of green on the new growth. And that happens whenever you're using browns and black colors. A lot of these companies that make color, they use base colors. Every color requires a base, okay? And that base color for any type of dark hair color is usually ash, which is also known as green, or blue. Blue base colors I like better because when the roots start to fade, or if it wasn't saturated enough, you don't see that green hue. But most browns have a ash base. So what I'm seeing is a little bit of ash. And I know a lot of you also have this as the biggest complaint as well. Oh, my hair turned green after my color started to fade. It turned green because that's the base of the color. So when it fades, it's going to fade through the phases of that base. So it's going to start from the brown, and then it'll typically end at that ash color, or sometimes it'll go into like a copper. It just depends on the bases that they use to make that actual color. Is there a way to combat that? Absolutely. To stop the hair from turning green, or to combat the fact that the hair did turn green, you add what we call a canceling color. So on the color wheel, the primary colors are red, yellow, and blue, okay? Directly across from the primary color is usually the canceling color. So for yellow, let's say for the people who say their gray always turns yellow, you use purple or violet, which is directly across from that color on the color wheel, to cancel the yellow. Same thing if you want to cancel out purple, you use yellow. So directly across from green or ash on the color wheel is red. Red is the color that will cancel out any sort of green in the hair. How do you get that red? You add it into your color, or I think they have red color or red base color shampoos. You can use those and leave it on the hair for a while, or you can just add a little bit of red to your color mixture. But that's color theory. This is another reason why I say leave it to the professionals that understand color, because you can become an entire project if you do this the wrong way. Okay? So I tell people this all the time. You know, make sure that if you don't understand hair color, don't do it on a wing and a prayer. Just go ahead and book you an appointment and get it done the right way to save yourself a lot of headache in the end. All right, so I'm just going through and just making sure that everything is saturated. All right. So if you guys notice, I'm going to have you tilt back just a little bit for me. Her crown has already began processing, okay? You do want to make sure that you allow this to process the entirety of the time, right? And it goes based on the manufacturer specifications, not based on how you feel. Okay? I'm telling you now, you will literally rinse it out and notice that your roots are still gray because you did not listen or read the manufacturer specifications when it came on to doing that color. So I'm just going through, making sure that everything is saturated. Okay. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to put a little mixture of red with this color that we just applied, just to make sure that I cancel out a lot of that that green cast that we have right now. Ooh, I'm looking for the red. That's pink. I want pink. Now, once I apply this mixture to her hair, I'll look at any of your questions that you might have. I know you guys have a lot of questions when it comes on to gray hair care. Oh, they say they like your mask.
Oh,
It's best used in the salon because it is a temporary mask. It's not easy to reuse, and once you remove it off the face, it kind of doesn't like to stick. So it's best for like client. I use it in the salon for clients because it's easier than me trying to tell them to hold their straps, or the straps mess with my mold, or whatever the case may be. So it's just something that I provide in the salon. Sure, it's been to do a professional who knows color. Good morning. I wanted to know if I can book an appointment with you for first Saturday of April. So for you to book an appointment with me, you'd have to go on my website and book. I don't actually book appointments through phone or email. That's trouble. Where can you find the bowl and brush? Sally's, anywhere. Honestly, any beauty supply store will sell it. So I'm just going through to make sure that I cancel out any areas where I know I saw that green cast, but what I'm just gonna basically do it to all of her roots anyway. Now they do have red toning shampoos, but are they easy to find? Not all the time. Okay. Yeah, I'm at work. What's up? Saturday. Saturday morning. No. 7:30. I'll call you back in a few. Okay? Yes, we'll be in Philly. The dates are in the description box of the live. And I have already started booking for all of the dates. New York is already booked up unless somebody cancels. Atlanta, same thing. Also, I have Boston available. Boston is the next date after Atlanta, which is in April. So if you're in Boston, you definitely are welcome to book an appointment. The link is in the description box. My Atlanta queens, you will get your address for your appointment today, so you know exactly where you're going and you can pre-plan. And I do not give out the address to the location that I'll be to clients that are not booked. That's just a safety factor for myself. So if you guys can tell, tilt this way, her color is processing, okay? I still see some gray roots. They're really stubborn. This is why I don't use rinses on gray hair, because it doesn't work. Most times those rinses, They're extremely temporary, and those will fade. London, I'll be there soon. I would definitely be doing international come next year. All right, so you guys see back here, let me bring you in closer. Okay, I can see that green kind of cast. So you want to make sure that you definitely saturate these areas so that we can cancel out a lot of that green. Or ash, which is a better word. It sounds better.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you see somebody walking around like a Ninja Turtle, majority of the time, it's not because they wanted to. Good thing is, you couldn't see hers. I can only see it because I'm in the back of her head. But some people, wow. All you see is green roots.
Oh, you killed me.
Now, when you do color, typically, if you're doing a demi, you want to shampoo before you do the color, because that also fades or lessens the life of that color. And especially if you're going to do a rinse, you definitely want to make sure that you shampoo and condition first. For her hair, because she's relaxed, I'm going to use Goddess for her shampoo service. But because I know she has this silver hair, doing a gray coverage on silver hair when it's wet actually also diminishes it. It kind of lowers that processing for me because that water molecule is already there. So I like to do it on my gray hair clients when they're dry. It adheres a lot better. And it processes a lot better. It comes out a lot nicer to me. But every color company is going to tell you different. Alexa, set timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Starting now.
Now, the reason I set my timer for 15 more minutes is because I do have, I already placed her first level of color on her hair, and then that's when I saw that green, so that's why I'm going back and applying a little bit of red over the color that I already did. But she already started processing, so I'm not going to extend the time because she already started the process before I did the second color. So the processing time won't change. I'm only going through and just canceling out any of that green that I saw to make sure that we get all of that out. So I do have some news. I am going to start back doing the virtual classes, which it's like a live webinar teaching you guys how to better care for your hair. For those of you that want a little more one-on-one, giving you a lot more tips and tricks that I don't give on my YouTube channel. And you'll be able to start signing up for those, or I'll do them periodically. So it'll be like a class. And that class is where I basically will teach you how to care for your hair at home based on the situation. So there'll be like a natural hair class. Then there'll be a relaxed hair class because each type is going to be different in the products that you use based on that porosity, that kind of thing. So that will start very soon. You'll be able to sign up soon. You will sign up through Eventbrite. I'm not sure if I want to do it through Eventbrite or if I want to just do it through my my website, but we're going to get there. All right, so just want to make sure that I do touch everywhere. Everything's saturated. Yes and yes. Now, the grays up here in the front, very disrespectful. So it's like a spider. If the hair is not actually touching the color, it won't process. And gray hair loves that. It loves to sit right off the head. It typically sticks right out. It lets you know that it's there. And if you don't saturate enough, that gray hair will literally stand off of every inch of color you put on the head and never color. So how I combat this after I do this portion of the service, I'm going to show you guys just a little pro tip. These are also the kinds of things that you will learn in our hair care classes that we're going to start offering via webinar. So you don't have to come to me. I'll come to you in the comfort of your home on your computer. Okay. So her color is put on. I am going to take a little bit of hair wrap. Where is it? Okay. This is also salon. This is really saran wrap, but for stylists, we have a biodegradable version that color companies make. It's really just saran wrap, you guys. Nothing special. Okay. I'm gonna take this, and before I do that, let me make sure that I go through and just distribute this color throughout her hair. Especially with gray, you want to make sure that you really do go through and really lay that color down. All right, so I'm going to take this wrap. This is a pro tip, you guys. Place it on the hairline, which is where I know it's typically the most disrespectful. Okay, I'm really pressing it on. Same thing here, pressing it on. Okay, just like that. I'm gonna leave this part open because it is supposed to be open air processing, and I don't want to steam her hair. I'm just using the plastic to press the hair in to the color because I know and I noticed that her streaks literally are popping off of her head. So I wanted to really press it in and give it a place where it can't escape. So that's a pro tip, but I do always recommend leaving this open. We are not doing a treatment. We're doing a color. And not all color needs to be covered to sweat, okay? You just want to make sure that you are pressing that hair in so that it can't escape the processing. And this is where also you get uneven coloring because some of that hair is not touching the color and you have to force it to do so. So that's how I do that. So these are things that you'll learn in our hair care classes. And I like to kind of give out pro tips, but I feel like it's time. It's time for me to start giving you guys more one-on-one education and not just on a wing when I get on YouTube. All right. So while she is processing, I'm going to bring you guys over here. Oh, no. Oh, no. So I'm working on coloring one of my older units that I had. If I can get you guys over here, that would be good. And you'll be able to see what I'm doing. See what I'm doing. All right, so what I did this morning is I placed some lightener on one. So you guys are getting 2 videos in one, okay? I placed some lightener on this frontal here. I don't think it's ready because this thing was, the roots were not touched when I did it the last time. So I'm just making sure that this thing is really going. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm working on this wig for me to put it on. Put it on and go. And then let me get some foil. All right. Let me see if there's any questions in regards to what I'm doing. Yep, you guys don't forget to thumbs up this video. Do you recommend doing at-home coloring? If you're doing like a semi-permanent, That should be okay. Something that can keep you until you get to the salon. Yes, but I don't recommend doing permanent colors and not sometimes even demi-permanents at home. Are you going to sell your products on Amazon? I am working on it. Yes. I won't be coming to Miami. I'm too close to Miami to come to Miami. I have a relaxer, but my color grows in so quickly that my current stylist just forgoes doing a rinse as a separate service and always just does the relaxer and rinse every 6 to 8 weeks. Shay, that's kind of, a bit, it's dependent on your stylist. I trust your stylist as much as possible that they know what they're doing. For me, my clients sometimes can't wait 6 to 8 weeks to do another color, but if you're doing like a permanent or something, then yeah, I would wait. I would definitely wait to do it with the relaxer because you can't relax over color, but you can color over a relaxer. So I'm going to the dryer really quick and put my towels and stuff in the dryer. Let me see where I can set you guys up. Nowhere really. I'll just use one hand and do it. Oh man, I forgot my phone and I need it to do this. I'm just washing my capes and my towels because it's wash day here. What conditioner do you here that's breaking? So if it's breaking, you want to start by doing a protein. Our super reconstruction treatment is a 100% protein and replenishing system. And then from there, I'd say moisture ELT as your regular wash day, shampoo and conditioner. So super reconstruction treatment and then moisture ELT for wash day. How would you process henna to dye hair? I don't do henna. I'm not going to talk about henna. I don't even mess with henna. No henna for me, baby. There we go. All right, so we're back in the salon here. Place you guys here. Actually keep mine in a larger bottle. I use so much. I'm so happy to see this live. What time is it? It's early. All right, so while my client is processing, I'm gonna bring in my other client. Let me check her temperature. So I'm going to show you guys my client's hair right now as it's coloring. So you guys can see the process. Can you guys see that? That brown is going on in there. And then back here, okay, so that red is canceling out that green. It's going to give her a beautiful reddish brownish, which is actually what we do anyway. Okay, and I'm just making sure that that plastic is down all the way around her hairline because that's exactly where the trouble is. And then right here in her crown area, I'm making sure that color is really in there. What can I use for gray hair to keep it moist? Our Moisture ELT, which is this one. That's our Moisture ELT. This line is great for stubborn, dry gray hair. After you put semi-permanent color on the hair, would you shampoo or condition the hair next? When you're doing semi-permanent, you have to shampoo and condition first, actually. Janice, yes, I am actually fully booked for Atlanta for this go-around. Should you dye your gray hair if you're trying to grow it back? It depends on what kind of dye you're doing. Ready, Mama? What are we doing today? How's that other style working out? How's it?
I like the other one. The last one.
It works out good. Okay. All right, sit right here for me, Mama. All right, go ahead and sit right here for me. I think we're gonna do a touch up around these parts. I'm not gonna really mess with the top. I like when it's full. So go ahead and sit in my chair. So you guys kind of get 2 styles in one because I'm about to do a touch-up relaxer on my client while my other client processes. This is the life of the salon for me. I try to spread out my chairs so that we are at least 6 feet apart, which it actually worked out. Oh, where's my cape? That's what happens when you're washing your capes and now you don't have them. Alexa, stop. All right, so we're gonna do a touch-up relaxer on her side and back. For those of you that don't know, this is my clients that you guys see on a lot of my videos. Whenever I'm doing the alopecia alternative videos where she has her spot here, it's scarred, but she actually has hair growing around the spot. That is so good. She actually has hair growing around the spot, you guys. This spot was a lot bigger than this. She has hairs in between as well. And then around here, it's starting to fill in. Yes, come through with the hair. All right. All right, so tilt down for me. Okay, we're gonna change her mask too. I'm gonna show y'all why I changed my client's mask. Okay, I purchased this entire roll on purpose. Okay, this roll right here was $250. But when I tell you this roll saves my life in a salon, it was worth the investment. Because the masks drive me nuts. These little straps right here, Not when you're doing a shortcut. Your mold is everything. And I love my Elite Silk Wrap Foam. But baby, that mask, So this is something that I provide in the salon, and then I just bill the client $65 for them when they're done.
Cute, Crystal.
There you go. That's an expensive mask, y'all. That's $65 right there on the service. I'm just playing, you guys. I don't bill my clients for these. I secretly put it into the service. That's why my price went up. That's why my price went up $80 because of that mask. Y'all don't pay me no attention, okay? All right, so not that. It's called a Spider Tech. So if you're a stylist, look up a Spider Tech. They're on Instagram. But no, you get 250 masks for $250. So it's well worth it, especially if you're a stylist. Honestly, guys, you're charging $1 because you got to put the mask on the client. That's just stupid. Just get the mask. It's going to save you and your styling time a lot more than that $1. You'll be a lot more efficient. You won't have to keep telling your client to hold the mask. You won't have to do any of that. So I'm just going through, laying the sides and the back. We're not going to mess with the crown. I don't relax the crown very often. Reason being is it's not required. I like the crown to be nice and full. And when you relax it, it just thins out because that's a part of the relaxer process. It lays that cuticle down. So it gives the appearance for fine textured hair people, it gives the appearance that the hair is not full. So that's another reason why I don't relax that area very often. It's probably like once every 12 to 16 weeks. I'll touch it. And I use a spatula. I don't use a brush. Unless I'm doing like natural hair and I need that brush to like really saturate the roots, I use a spatula. And then once I put her relaxer on, we're going to go over and shampoo my client. This is why I tell people they're not going to be in the salon with me for 18 hours. I do not play. We'll get you in and out. If I could say, Alexa, close the door, that would be great. All right, so she's gonna process with that. All right. All right, so you guys come on over here. Can you close that door for me? So we're gonna go ahead and start her shampoo process. I'm gonna clean out the bowl first with all of the utensils that I used. Get those out of the way. That also gives me time to get my water nice and warm. You do want to make sure you're rinsing color. If it's a semi-permanent color, then the rinsing temperature is different. But for demis and permanents, you do want to make sure you're using warm water. That is a full-on chemical that needs to be thoroughly rinsed out. All right, so I'm going to let that run for a second. And I'm going to bring you guys over here so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. And I can actually work. My water's getting warm. Okay. So now you guys can see what I'm doing. Now you come on back for me. Yep, come back. All right, we're going to take this off. This is going to go into our trash. Our water has now gotten nice and warm. Let me clean out this hair drain here. This part aggravates me. All right. Put back on. Put back. All right. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take our Afri-Goddess shampoo. That's the wrong one. Here we go. Afri-Goddess shampoo. Want to make sure that I do around the hairline. Now, if you plan on doing any sort of deep conditioning, you want to make sure that you do this before the color process. Okay? You don't want to deep condition with the color surface. Unless it's like a permanent color, that's a little bit different. Your earring.
Oh.
All right, so we're going to do one more shampoo, but this is going to be a very mild shampoo, a very quick shampoo. Okay, I just use a little bit. A little goes a long way. Just to make sure that we really get all that goodness in the hair. Grab that for me. All right, so Goddess has a deep conditioning conditioner instead of a instant conditioner. In today's service, we're gonna do it as a instant, but it is nice and full. It coats the hair really, really well. But this conditioner is used as a deep conditioner, but you can also use it as an instant conditioner and get even more goodness in that hair. All right. Go. We're gonna take our Elite Hair Care wide tooth comb, just comb through her hair really quickly. All right, so we're gonna use some cool water to rinse off that conditioner. I love the way this conditioner feels on the hair.
It smells good too.
Yes, huh?
It smells good.
Yeah, it smells like mangoes.
Smells great.
So we use the African Goddess collection, which is the Afri Power shampoo, the Afri Power conditioner. Make sure you rinse all that conditioner out. All right, and then we're just gonna squeeze out that excess water. Get a towel so we can towel dry her. Sit up for me. And tilt you guys up as well. I'm gonna take some Afri Power leave-in conditioner. I'll fix it for you, babe. Just mist that on. A little goes a long way. And then I'm gonna have you sit in my chair while I rinse out my relaxer client. So you guys can come. In the meantime, let me plug in this phone before it dies. You can sit. So we're gonna fix her cape. So we're gonna rinse out my relaxer client. As I told you guys, when I do relaxers, I use the relaxer system. Their products to rinse the client's hair. Come back for me. Or to shampoo the client's hair. There you go. So I need everybody to thumbs up this live. You guys are working with me today.
My daughter says, that's where your hair's going. She's on your life.
Oh, wow. Good morning. Okay, back for me. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and neutralize her or normalize her. That's very important. I'm in Orlando, Florida. And I'm using warm water. All right, so we're gonna normalize her one more time, and then we'll do a final shampoo. Make sure you get the nape of that neck, stylus. Very important. What is good if you're trying to grow edges? Our edge repair system. And the edge repair is actually 15% off this week. No code is needed, so you can save 15% on the edge repair. The website is elitehaircareusa.com. All right, so for our final shampoo, which I'm only going to really use in this area, but I'll probably distribute it everywhere anyway, is our hair repair shampoo, which that is what I'm searching for. Where is it? Here we go. So we're going to do our final shampoo using our hair repair and growth shampoo and conditioner, right, especially here. Really stimulate that scalp right there. And then I like to do a final shampoo with a relaxer because I feel like it just gets that smell. There's like a smell behind a relaxer that I never like. I didn't use any purple shampoo. And then we're going to condition her. The conditioner that I'm going to use, of course, is for the relaxer system. This goes with the system itself. This is not my conditioner. Now with this system, typically you'll condition first, but because The top of her hair did not get touched with the relaxer. I wanted to wash first. Purple bottle. I didn't use a purple bottle. I'm gonna let that sit for 1 minute. Get a towel for her. I'll look at you guys' questions in just a moment. All right, so we're gonna use cool water to rinse her conditioner. Oh, the neutralizing shampoo, that goes with the relaxer system. So it wouldn't really matter because you have to go with whatever relaxer system you're using and use their normalizing shampoo. I'm a big believer in not overlapping. So if you are using a certain company, it's best to stick with their normalizer because it's created for their service. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and towel dry her. I forgot that the normalizer was purple. I'm thinking they're talking about toning shampoo. Alright, I'm gonna spray a little bit of our our hydration and strength leave-in therapy spray on her hair. If you guys see me back here, okay, you only need a little bit, you guys. You don't have to sop the entire head, no. Sit up for me, Mom. I'm just gonna stay up in the chair, okay? All right, you guys, over to the next one. We're like playing musical chairs. This is what happens when your camera crew is not available. My crew's not here, you guys. My crew's not here. All right. So we just sent a shipment to Jamaica, so that'll be available within like the next week or so. All right, cool. So she's already got her leave-in conditioner on. Okay. We're going to go through and mold her. I'm going to trim down here just a little bit. And then she's going to go under the dryer.
Yeah, my sideburns too.
You want to keep the sideburns?
I like them long.
Okay. All right, tilt down for me. So we're just going to trim up the nape of her neck. And then we'll mold her. Tilt all the way down for me. Put your feet straight. She is growing her hair out, so all I'm doing is just kind of taking some of the weight off her nape. All right. said they love the color.
Oh.
So I'm applying some of our Elite Silk wrap foam to her hair. Like I said, guys, with my products, a little goes a long way. If you guys notice, I didn't overly lay product on the head and stop it down. Don't have to do all that. Chin down for me, mama. And we did not freshly relax her today. So what you see is non-relaxed hair. It's been weeks, actually, since we've relaxed her hair. We're in Jamaica. We deliver all over Jamaica. So there's no location excluded. So she wants to keep her sideburns long. So we're just going to mold out the sideburns. Sit down a sec for me. What's the purpose of molding? So that the hair will lay down for us to be able to style it instead of it being nice and big. For short hair, mold is required. All right, so because she's not relaxed, I'm going to use the wrap strips to hold her hair in place. Chin down for me. About for me. You can sit in my chair. Push the chair out. There you go.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna mold my client here. This is a different kind of mold because we're gonna be doing a alopecia weave on the top. Okay, so we're gonna mold her hair down, but this area right here I have to leave exposed because I'm going to be putting extensions there at the end of the service. Now I'm going to use our Elite Silk Wrap Foam for her mold everywhere. And then I'm going to base that top area. So I'm just preparing my style so I can see where everything's going to be, which is very important with a service of this nature. All right. Of course I dropped some. So you guys saw that she had some traction alopecia here. All I'm doing is making sure that my mold is nice and smooth so it will cover that area. Tip out. I'll get to your questions in just a moment, guys. Let me get my clients under the dryer. Alright, so I know you guys have tons of questions. Let me see if I can answer some of those. How long does the molding last until the next wash? If you buy edge repair, how do you use it? The instructions are on the back of the jar. Can you use silk wrap instead? That's your choice. What can I use on my gray for dreads? I don't understand what that means. Can you tell me what products you have that can help me? It depends on your problem. Is the wrap foam in stock? Not yet. It will be this week. I've been natural for 4 years and my hair is still the same length. You probably need to start silking it out. It's probably not the same length. You're an amazing stylist. Thank you. Why did I relax only a part of the hair? Because that's the only area that needed to be relaxed. All right, let's see. Anything else down here? I use a permanent color over highlights. I don't like to get back to my natural color. I can tell some of my curls aren't coming back in certain places. What product should I use? If it's not coming back, that's probably because you're using that permanent color. That's why I say I wouldn't recommend doing that at home. You need to go to a stylist because you're overlapping. After 3 trips, about once every 3 weeks to the salon, my scalp is very dry and very itchy. What can I use? Belinda, I definitely say you need to talk to the stylist and have your stylist create some type of formula for you. And make sure you voice that it's very itchy. Because if you don't say that to them, they're not going to know. I love your work. I have to have your products. Do you ship to the Netherlands? Yes, we do. We ship to almost 60 countries. So I'm rinsing out a wig that I supposedly I'm gonna wear today if I get it dry. Let's see if these roots changed at all. Yeah, they did. All right, so let's tone out these roots. It's kind of orangey. So I'm toning the roots of my lace here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Sorry. So my lace is kind of orangey, so I'm toning it out with a blue-based shampoo. I'll just let that sit for a little bit. She has been trying to find something to help. Are you coloring your hair? Because sometimes it could be the dye itself. And the products that she might be using. You guys saw that? I sprayed the Afrogoddess on my wig because my comb kept getting stuck. It's stuck no more. So while that blue shampoo is working on my lace area here, make sure that I really get it in these parts. See how my hands turn blue? Does wearing glue-ins cause hair loss? It can, especially if not properly removed. I've glued it, but I'm not going to. I do not color my hair. My scalp is just really sensitive. So it could be the products that you're using. You want to also make sure that you don't have an allergy to something inside the product. I thought I was the only stylist that keep a pixie cut but loves to wear wigs. I don't love to wear them, but when my hair is not combed, I'll wear it. Let me see if my... Alright, so I'm going to rinse this out. So the only thing I used that for was to get rid of a lot of that brassiness that was in the lace. So like I was telling you guys about hair color, the color that is directly across from orange on the color wheel is blue. And blue will cancel out any type of orange that's in the lace. That's why I use a blue-based shampoo. And I'm using cool water to rinse out this wig. So I'll show you guys the lace in just a moment. So remember that lace was orange? It's no longer orangey. That is the purpose of toning shampoo. Alright, so what I'm going to do, split this baby down the middle. Let's see if my little stylist friend will let me put this in her dryer so I can dry it quickly. Alright guys, let's see if I missed any questions. Can't really see myself. I used your products for the first time this weekend and my hair is so soft. I'm happy I found your channel. Thank you, Monica. Will you be bringing back the kids line? Not right now. What to do if hair keeps breaking at the nape? It depends on what you're putting on the nape. There's something that you're doing there. Just need to know where in Jamaica I can go and ask for your products. There's not an actual place. We have our WhatsApp line, which is 352, or what is my phone number? I don't even know. I'll put the phone number in the description box because it's actually on the phone that I'm on. You order your products via WhatsApp, deposit your money, and it gets delivered to you via Tara, or if you're in St. Catherine, it gets hand delivered. Hey, how are you? Oh, I got you. Were you able to come earlier on Friday? Okay, what time? What's the earliest you can? Oh. Oh, okay. Can I use your shampoo and conditioner for my kids' hair? Absolutely. Moisture ELT is great for kids' hair. Hey, Crystal. I went to the shop and get my hair braided, and now my scalp is itchy. But before I went, I used your products, and I didn't have any problems. So what can I do for the itchiness? You can use our scalp ale serum on your scalp during the braids. So that is this serum right here. It's for dry, itchy scalp. That's the scalp ale serum. You can use that for itchy scalp. Your moisture ELT and protein products have rescued my natural hair. Hair is moist and curls popping. Awesome. You guys make sure you're leaving your reviews for your products on our website, please, so people can read the reviews of those different products. We'll be bringing back the vitamin C serum. I miss using it with the moisturizer on my face. We are going to revamp the skincare line, so that will be back soon. All right. So in the meantime of all this happening, let me get myself situated. I need to go and get my towels. So yeah, I'm gonna be wigging it today. All right, you guys, you're gonna roll with me to the dryer. Oh, and for those of you that don't know, our 30% off or free shipping sale is going on right now. I know I didn't get to say that, did I? So our 30% off or free shipping sale is going on. You can use one or the other. You can either get free shipping on your order, or you can get 30% off. You choose which code you want to use if you want to do the 30% off. Good morning. If you want to do the 30% off, you use code 30OFF, 30OFF. Or if you want to do the free shipping, you'll use code free shipping. Now here's the difference. If you have the edge repair or the super regrowth in your cart, the codes won't work because those two items are on their own promotion right now. Everything else, if you want to order, I would definitely say to use the 30 off versus the 15%. So don't add those two to the cart if you're trying to do the promotions that we have going on. Clothing might be rubbing against your nape. That's true. That can happen too. Is your new gel replacing your curly fine? Absolutely. Where do I go to book an appointment for Philadelphia? It's in the description box of this live. All right, so I'm going to put you guys here for a second. So I need to pull out this table. There you go. I am going to fold my towels really quick. But I can see your questions if you have questions. And now is definitely the time to ask your hair care questions if you have any, because that 30% off sale ends tonight. It ends tonight. 30% off sale ends tonight. So any products you guys want to ask about, now is the time. Do you still offer the silky line? No, that line is in the vault right now. I have a family member that has extremely dry hair and has been relaxed but has a keratin treatment, but her hair just doesn't seem to be coming right. It tends to be dry. What can it be? The keratin treatment. Keratin is a protein-based system, okay? It's just another word for protein straightener. It's using amino acids and other items to straighten the hair temporarily. But keratin also is very drying over the long run. So she's going to have to start doing some intense moisture treatments. I would say our Moist Me Deep Conditioning Mask is a great intense therapy treatment for her hair. I highly recommend that. The Elite Moist Me Deep Penetration Mask. That product is a goddess to the hair, especially when it's extremely dry and you need a right now treatment. Yes, Marguerite. Can my products be used on locks? Absolutely. My other half, he has locks. They're very long. They're down his butt. And yes, we use them on his hair. So I got a message from YouTube that my Elite Total Body Care channel is now demonetized because I haven't been posting as much on that page or on that channel. So I need you guys' help. I need everybody's help. If you can please go and subscribe to my Elite Total Body Care channel. The channel name is Elite Total Body Care. Okay? Go and subscribe to that channel. I need to get that channel back into monetization and back into the proper hands so that channel can be used for my body care stuff. And right now they demonetize me and I have a whole attitude. So I have 30 days to get that channel back up and running and I need you guys' help. So please go and subscribe to that channel and I greatly appreciate you guys for doing so. Let me see your questions here. The soaps are on sale. They are 30% off on the Elite Hair Care site. Elite Salon. Good morning. Yep, just sit right there. I'll be there in just a second. I'm in the back. Oh, okay, babe. Finish these towels really quick. My client's here. I am doing my towels at the salon. Is this for all the products? Yes. Except for the Edge Repair and the Super Goddess Serum. So if you put the Edge Repair or the Super Goddess Serum in your cart, the code will not work. But the 30 off is ending tonight. So use code 30OFF. 30 off and you'll save 30% or free shipping and you'll get free shipping. But anything over $150, shipping's already free. My daughter has stress alopecia on her age. What can I order to strengthen it because her hair doesn't grow back? If it's not scarred, you can use our hair repair and growth system or the Afri Goddess system. What products can I use since you're not offering the silky line? Hydra Strength. Hydra Strength. So I washed my capes. You know what's so funny? A lot of stylists do not wash their styling capes. I washed mine because you'll be so surprised. A lot of stylists do not wash their styling capes. Can I use free shipping and a coupon sent to me? Nope, you can only use one code at a time. You gotta pick which one is best for you. And I'm hiring for, I forgot to tell you guys that. I'm currently hiring for a virtual assistant. You don't have to be based here. I need a virtual assistant to kind of help my life be a little bit easier with some of my daily tasks that I do. If you are interested in applying for that position, you do need to have some type of admin or executive assistant experience. And you'll email your resume to info@elitehaircareusa.com. Once again, info@elitehaircareusa.com. And you'll send us your resume. I'm looking to hire someone by the end of this week, most definitely. Your son-in-law is using my soap. Nice. I like when guys use our products because that means they care about their bodies. All right, you guys. Let's get in the salon. But I'm going to cut the live now. I've been on for over an hour. So I hope everybody enjoyed today's live. And I hope everybody has an amazing day. Don't forget the 30 off or free shipping sale ends tonight at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. So you can go now and use code 30OFF or free shipping. And that will extend that promotion to you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to update the coupon because that auto coupon that we have is kind of getting in the way. So I'm going to update that. Edit. This will begin tomorrow at 12 o'clock. There we go. There we go. So now the code, the 30% off, will work on all of the products except for the bundle kits. It will work on all of the products except for the bundle kits. Cool? So everybody have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. And don't forget to go subscribe. Elite Total Body Care. Elite Total Body Care. Elite Total Body Care.